Okay, here's another way that you can use some of the technology that we'll have at our fingertips one-to-one. In this case, this is really taking an entire unit, and instead of teaching through the entire unit in class and going through it all together, I really turn it into a mastery system. And in this case, I give the instruction, but the instruction I give digitally, and the students have to create a work that proves that they got the process. And they have to explain it. They have to give me the results of their project. So what it is, we did geometry constructions. Now, one of the worst things about doing geometry constructions is kids have trouble sometimes drawing the figures, knowing exactly where to put the compass or the protractor or whatever happens to be. And so you end up having to redo it over and over again. And so some kids that already have it are now disconnected. Some kids that still are struggling, still didn't get it this time. I went too fast or I'm going too slow, whatever it is. In this case, it really goes to their pace. And they, again, work with a teammate because in this case, they're going to film. They're going to learn from me how to do each of these constructions by watching separate little video segments. And then they have to recreate the constructions and video screencast some method of showing me and explaining to me in detail how they can do that. Again, I have a basic rubric here of basic things that they're set up to do, and I even give the introductory video.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here's what I want to do. I want to explain to you how we're going to do our construction assignment. Now, our constructions assignment is where you're going to create each of the constructions that we've been talking about in our constructions module. You're going to need to do the construction, just as you see we have here.
So again, I have it in written form, I have it in video form, and the instruction is actually part of my Canvas stuff that I've given to them, individual pieces they can talk about. You could even give alternative assignments where if they don't want to do a video, they can do a writing project. They can do, in essence, make an instructional manual. Take your pick. Here's a good example of one of the results.
Geometry Construction Project by Jeff Welton and Matt Wrigley. To copy a segment, you draw a segment and measure it with your safety compass. Then draw another segment to be the same length. To copy an angle, you draw an angle and make an arc with your safety compass. Measure the arc. To make a straight line and make the same arc and another straight line, and now you've copied an angle. To make a segment bisector.
You get the idea where they're coming from. Now here, this is a little different look.
By Emily and Kara. On the first one, we are copying line segments. First, we drew 2 points.
Now, I did have another one, and this one actually shows their hands doing the drawing, and I really like that one the best. But for some kids, that's a bit intimidating to actually have to do it live and get it all right. It takes a little practice. So again, there's different ways to do it. But from the beginning, the instruction was digital. Then in the middle, the assignment that I gave was digital. And then their proof of learning, their assessment was also digital. Okay. All of these pieces were created in essence at their own pace, and it took me way less time than normal to do it. It really worked out well, and what it really freed me to do is instead of standing at the front of the room with the board, I was working with kids over and over and over. Actually, there's going to be a radio webcast about this. Hopefully it comes out when I do that. I'll post the link down by the video when I put it in there. Thanks.